The time for the panel, former president of the Labour Party, Mike Williams, who's very excited today, and News Hub features writer Verity Johnson. Great to have you guys here. Mike, I might start with you. You're fizzing.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I think this could be a real game changer. Can I just say one thing, though? I want to give a bit of a tribute to Andrew Little, because at 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, I got an email with Jacinda Ardern's picture on it asking me for money. Now, that's good organisation to actually have that together. That's one of the things Andrew Little's left behind, good organisation. He's also left behind some really stunning candidates that people who I shoulder tapped and couldn't get 10 years ago. He's left good policy. The only gap was leadership.
But I still think he has a role in the party.
I think he does. And I've heard nothing from him except Jacinda Ardern saying she expects him to be a cabinet minister on the incoming Labour-led government.
Verity, now last week you got very excited because you were going to vote for the first time in New Zealand politics and in an election because Materia Tude had admitted that she was a benefit fraudster, basically, and you got excited by her admission and her honesty and or lack of honesty. And now, what about this week? Are you excited now? There's someone else to vote for, isn't there?
I am very excited. I, for a long time, said that I would never vote Labour. I mean, at heart, I should be a Labour voter, right? But I'm not, because it was Andrew Little leading it, and it was like, you're really boring, I don't identify with you at all. This election is just going to be like middle-aged, middle-class sausage fest, you know? Not particularly interested. And then
Sausage fest.
It's true. Like, I'm sorry, it's true.
Love it.
And then Jacinda
Sounds
Ardern...
vaguely obscene.
It's like a little bit, but, you know, enough for breakfast TV.
Okay.
But, you know, Jacinda gets in and suddenly it's someone who's young, she's female, she believes in a lot of the things I believe in, and she has a lot of the same struggles that I do, and I'm looking at her being like, man, I actually really respect you and would want to be where you are in 10 years, 15 years, whatever. So, yeah, I am very excited. I think that Materia Tude still has my heart, because she's got that rebelliousness and she still risked a lot, and that's, you know, counts more for me.
It's crime. Crime turns you on, doesn't it? You like
it. That's it, yeah. Just, 100%, yeah.
So it's not the bad boy you like the bad girl. Mike, you talk about game changing. The truth also is that this has been chaotic, and 50 days out, Jacinda Ardern is asking the country to vote for her, yet she's completely inexperienced. She's 37. This is a party that, quite frankly, has been in chaotic times for a number of years now and low poll results. What is going to change in the next 50 days, given what if they don't even change their policies?
Well, I think that you will see changes in emphasis in the policy, but I would dispute your description of chaotic. Changing the leader is never easy. That is as clean as it gets. When one leader walks the plank and another one is elected unanimously and a deputy elected unanimously, how much cleaner could it possibly be?
Well, it had to be clean, because you couldn't have had this one messy, could you?
That's right.
Yeah, and look, I agree in a sense that she walks away with she walks into the job with no blood on her hands, does she?
She has no blood on her hands. There was a cartoon which was completely inappropriate with a blood-stained billboard yesterday, and I thought, yeah, this is a joke. It's not right.
No, it's not right. Things that you shouldn't do, moving on from the politics, okay?
Segue.
I know, we have to get away from it at some stage. Things that you shouldn't do before heading to bed. Now, you shouldn't obviously do lots of exercise. You shouldn't probably eat a lot either.
What's the deal with that? Exercise tires you out.
No, it gets them... Mark, you're an international athlete.
Thank you. Yeah, finally some respect this morning. It gets your metabolism working, and it wakes you up.
Yeah, for like 45 minutes afterwards, and then you're just like, oh my God, I have to lie down.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you that unfit?
Really? You just got your claws out this morning, eh?
45 minutes of exercise should invigorate you.
Oh, dear me.
It does for like half an hour, and then afterwards I'm like, man, do with an ice cream.
Yeah, okay. So do you take your phone into the bedroom?
I charge it in my room, but I don't sleep with it in my hand, although all my friends do.
They do, don't they?
Yeah, like I think I read a study that millennials don't have it more than a metre away at all times.
What about you, Mike?
I have my phone in my room, and I'm seriously reconsidering that, because it woke me up yesterday morning at 4 a.m.
Oh, God, yeah.
with this leadership thing.
Oh, who woke you? Can you tell me who woke you
No,
up?
I can't.
Oh, go on, Mike.
No, you'll have to read my autobiography if I ever get round to writing it.
So somebody texts you.
No, but look, I've got an infallible way of getting to sleep. you subscribe to the New York Review of Books, and I've been doing that for years, and I found it absolutely works every time. You start reading an article and you never finish it. You're asleep.
Yeah, because you know what works for me? Reading, but not reading your phone. If you read your phone, because it's bright,
Yes,
and
the
there's
LED.
the LED, and there's something there that keeps you awake. But if you have a book, I agree. If you have a book, it's over.
Read one of their art reviews. They are so turgid. They're really bad. Yeah.
You could read party policy.
You know what I do, and I don't know why it works, but it does. I play the first hole of my local golf course in my head, and I'm yet to finish that hole. I'll get to my approach towards the green, and I'll be gone.
What if you score a hole in one? Have you ever done that?
That's the only way I can finish the hole. It's a par 5, so it's unlikely.
Amanda, I need to go to the break. Amanda, can you seek some help for Mark? There's an 800 number. I know we're short of these services, but we need
That just left me speechless, to be honest. I was like, what?
Poor Mary Richardson. That's all we can say. No wonder she's on the phone with the back turned. Okay, we're 21 minutes after 8. We're back talking smoke-free New Zealand and signs that you are middle-aged, Mark, with our panel in just a moment. Okay, welcome back to the program. 25 minutes after 8 o'clock. Fantastic to have you along. Former President of the Labour Party, Mike Williams, who's still so involved. He gets 4 a.m. texts about leadership challenges, and News Hub features writer Verity Johnson, who finally is going to vote. And we are talking about Smoke-Free New Zealand 2025. We will get there if we make some more radical changes. If we don't, we won't get there till 2065. Verity, do we need to do more tough, aggressive things?
I mean, yes, but I think that what I find really interesting is that everybody who's older than 30 thinks that it's working, and everyone my age is now smoking again. Like, all of my friends have started smoking.
Have they?
Well, like, not all of them, not like blanket, but a lot of them do. And
Why?
like, you know, I smoked in university. Sorry, Mum. But like, I stopped, obviously, because it's disgusting. And then you see this massive trend of young people just becoming smokers.
So why have they picked it up again?
I mean,
Fight the power.
Or is it people like Gigi Hadid and the young supermodels who make it sexy? Do they have any influence?
They totally do. I mean, Kendall Jenner was like really famously out saying, you know, I don't smoke, but she's been posing smoking, and like, you know, Max Key poses smoking and that kind of thing. And it's definitely a social influence, but it's also like, we are young and we are trying to like fight the power.
But I thought we were making this uncool. I mean, I thought it was uncool to smoke, Mike.
Yeah, but like,
So did I. I'm really horrified to hear what Verity's got to say.
Yeah, but that's
it
old
took
people
me
saying
years to shake that habit. It's a really profoundly addictive drug, nicotine, and I had a hell of a job shaking. I chewed gum for about 5 years. I've only just got shot of it. For Christ's sake, tell your friends, when you're on the pension like me, you're going to pay for it. You know, your lungs will be buggered.
How long did you smoke for, Mike?
Oh, at least 20, maybe 30 years.
Right, and do you still... So you've been off for how long?
I've been off for 10 years.
And how do you feel now? Do you still feel any effects of...
Yes, my lungs are only slowly coming back. I have got something called COPD, which was chronic obstructive lung disorder, and that is a result of 30 years of smoking.
Well, there's your public health warning, folks, isn't
Exactly.
it?
should be on the boxes of the cigarettes.
So we need to do more. So might you support us doing more and more?
I absolutely do, and I would support what they were talking about in Tasmania, which is an age ban, raising the bar so people never get started. But I think, Verity, you've just got to get it through to your mates.
What, me specifically?
You personally.
It's all my responsibility.
You know, grab those fags out of their mouths and stub them out.
But it's like, you're saying this now from place of experience, right? But that's like saying to young people that they should save for their retirement. They know they should, they're just not going to do it.
Well, it's a natural saving. You stop smoking and you'll naturally save that money for retirement, Verity.
Oh, brilliant.
Double
Solution.
whammy. Okay, signs that we're middle-aged. I want to add one, which is lecturing Verity about not smoking.
I don't now.
Signs we're middle-aged. Do you, Mike, you may have gone past this, but...
No, look, I strongly identify with Mike Hutchison, who was on the show last week, and the bane of my life is going into a hotel, having a shower, and not being able to tell which is the shampoo, which is the conditioner, and which is the body wash, because you can't put your glasses on in the shower. It is a nightmare.
If your hair falls out, you've used the wrong one.
Exactly.
Oh, look, I had that experience last night, but it was with a bag of chips, oven fries. I was trying to work out how long you had to cook them for and at what temperature, and I couldn't read it.
So you are the instruction guy. You're one of those guys that thinks the print is too small.
Yeah, I ended up having to give it to my kids to actually tell me how long I had to cook the chips for in the oven.
I do
couldn't
that
read
for my
it.
parents.
I think another sign, and this is what's getting me at the moment, is gaming. So you run into people, I'm involved in new gaming technology and I'm putting this here and this here. And so I used to be the Star Wars and Donkey Kong.
Yeah,
I used to love that. That was easy and there wasn't much competition around in terms of, stuff for sale and farmers on a Friday night. You hit the Donkey Kong. Now, I just can't keep up with what young people want today in terms of gaming and the digital stuff.
Don't even try it.
It's just lots of resignation on your face right now.
It's not worth it.
No, but Mike, I'm 40. What am I? 43. Yeah, I'm 43. I know, still young skin, and I'm 43 with these kids, and I can't keep up with digital stuff. With not digital stuff, but gaming.
You mean like Call of Duty or like
What? What's Call of Duty?
It's something my boyfriend plays. I don't know. It just involves shooting people.
It's been great to see you guys today. I appreciate your time on the program. You've been fantastic. I appreciate it. Good luck with voting, Verity. Just gone 8:30. Stay with us because before 9, we are back talking about aggressive parents at their children's sports games. But right now, it's time for the news. Here's